bunch, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm Cristin Eats Long John Silver's. Now, I boycotted Long John Silver's nearly my entire life. When I was a kid, I remember eating there a couple of times, and every time I did, I think it's because of the grease in the food. Pizza King did the same thing to me as a kid. I would be sick the entire night, just like all night long. So, ever since I was a kid, like, 8 or 9, after the experience happened a couple of times, I just never went back. Anybody want to go to Long John Silver's? And I was like, nope, count me out, not doing that. So, I'm 27 now, almost 28, I'm getting old. And, yeah, I've just kind of recently fallen in love with Long John Silver's. Now, I've only so far eaten there once. This will be my second time in years. And this was probably almost a month ago now. 3 to 4 weeks, something like that. Should be a month, right? And I went to Long John Silver's with my in-laws. We all went after church one Sunday to the one that's like in their town, just like 45 minutes away. And it was really delicious and nothing bad happened. And ever after that, I've been wanting some Long John Silver's. But I've been a little bit leery to eat the Long John Silver's from my town because that's the one I always got sick at. So pray for me. Hopefully I'm not sick all night from this. Hopefully I'll be okay. But I'm excited to eat it. So I got their, I think it's an 8-piece shrimp meal. They didn't give me my green beans. The losers. Oh, there it is. It's there. It came with 2 sides. I got real upset about my green beans. It came with 2 sides. I've got green beans and macaroni and cheese. 2 hush puppies. And I got one of their fried Twinkies. Oh my god, look at that guy. Those are so good. Normally, I'm not a big fan of Twinkies, but when you deep fry them, suddenly the game changes. So, I'm going to go ahead and dig on it. I think I'm going to get a plate, or maybe this can just open up and be a plate. I'm going to grab a plate. So, we'll just dump everything on over really quickly. There we go. Yummy, yummy. Some cocktail sauce. When I was ordering everything in the drive-thru, I couldn't remember what this was called. And I was like, it's the red sauce for shrimp. The drive-thru for my Long John Silver's is like weird. Let me know if anybody else, if their drive-thru is weird too. Maybe that's like just their thing. I don't know. But like, for mine, like you pull in, and then you come around to the back of the building where the drive-thru is, come through the drive-thru, and then you have to circle back out. And then when you come back around, it's really confusing because you kind of have to like go out the end for the drive-thru. The whole thing's weird. It's not like you go all the way around the building. It's like you do this weird loop in the back. So good. That's really good. Can you guys hear the crunching? I hope you can. I still need to order the microphone. I've been paid. I know if you guys watched my last YouTube video, the one that came out Tuesday, you'll know what I'm talking about, but I got paid from YouTube. I just haven't ordered the stuff yet that I need to get. So if you're curious about everything back here behind me, most of this is going to be involved in a Toys R Us haul. That'll be on my main channel, so link below if you want to go see my Toys R Us haul. Giant box of Coke is my recycling. It just needs to go outside to the curb. Just hasn't made it there yet. So it's sitting there for now. So I took my son to McDonald's this morning with my cousin, so our kids can run and play in the play area. Because even though it's spring, it's still pretty chilly here. Like, it's been warming up to like 44 degrees Fahrenheit. I don't really know what that would be in Celsius. But it's been getting about 44 degrees, but the wind chill is so icy, like you hardly want to be outside very well. Very long. It's actually not too bad today, the wind chill. But my cousin's son is on spring break, and then her daughter is about the same age as my son. My son's a year and a half, her daughter's 2. And so we just took the kids to McDonald's so they could run around the play place. And my son, oh my goodness, he we've pretty much got him broke. We've been working on this for a long time, and it's not something he's done in a while. But a few months ago, we really had to work on breaking him from hitting other people. Like, he just wanted to hit and smack. And he still does it sometimes to us when he gets really sleepy, and then we know, okay, you need to go to bed. But normally he's pretty good around other people and doesn't hit other children. But for whatever reason today, there was a little boy there who looked about the same age he is, and my son just went up and hit him. I don't know why. And so I was like, no, like, we don't hit, that's bad, that's not nice. And when I stood up and went to my kid and was like scolding him on my way over there, all the other kids just like fell silent the entire place. You could have heard a pin drop. Quiet. None of the children moved. They all sit there and stared because somebody was in trouble. And they heard mom voice and they were like, is it me? And when that happened, I was kind of like, whoa, like I didn't think I was that loud about this. Like, But I told him no and picked him up and made him sit on my lap for a little bit. And then he was okay after that. I signed up for some dumb thing at David's Bridal a few months back. Now I keep getting phone calls. Don't ever sign up for those scammy things. I regret it. I'm constantly getting phone calls from random numbers for home improvement stuff. So, my cousin's son, ooh, you see that? I just like spit. My cousin's son is a little bit older than mine. He's like 5. And he ran into one of his friends up there from school. So him and this other boy were like playing and roughhousing. And at one point, this other kid had a hold of my cousin's son. His name is Jackson. They were just roughhousing and being boys. And he had a hold of him, and Jackson was trying to get away. And Levi ran up, which is my son, to this other kid and, like, wrapped his arms around his leg. Because they were kind of, like, on this platform. Like, you step up and you go into, like, the play place. Like, the jungle gym thing, or whatever you want to call it. I don't really know what you want to call it. So they were kind of, like, roughhousing next to this platform step. And Jackson was kind of pinned down. And Levi runs up and grabs this other kid by the leg. I thought he was trying to hug him at first. And then bites his butt. I'm not kidding. It was hilarious. I had to go get him. The other kid lets go of Jackson and starts screaming, which I don't think Levi got that big of a bite in. He's got a little mouth though, so I don't know. But I think the other kid was just shocked that he got bit by a baby. And Jackson's like, it's a monster. Like, he's trying to play like he doesn't understand that my son is biting his friend. It was hilarious. It's one of those moments where, like, you want to laugh, but you shouldn't. And my son was trying to get in on the roughhousing. He loves to roughhouse anytime he gets a chance. What he doesn't realize is that these kids are triple his size. And may not be that gentle with him. Thankfully, the other kid was nice to him and didn't, like, push him down, but couldn't blame him if he had. Like, he just got bit, you know? But it was pretty funny. But, of course, I have to go get him and tell him, we don't bite. That's not nice. Like, the biting is a little different than the hitting, because biting is not something we've ever had an issue with him. I don't know why he thought he'd bite this other kid, but he was trying to get in on the wrestling. And for whatever reason, bit him on the butt. These aren't very good. They're okay. There's another place in town that has hush puppies, and they're, like, sweet. They're really good. These aren't bad. They're not too bad if you dip them in a sauce. So after the play place, I took my son to go donate plasma at BioLife. I did the donating. He went in the playroom, just to clarify. And if you guys don't want to hear this part, because it's kind of gory, I'll put a timestamp so you can skip ahead. I know it's kind of like gross, but I'm going to talk about it anyways because it's part of my day. So, excuse me, burping. So, yeah, I went ahead and donated plasma. I do it twice a week. It's a great way to bring in a little extra income. For anyone who hasn't donated and you've thought about it, I would definitely recommend trying it out. There's no harm in trying. And it's been a huge financial help to my family. My husband and I both donate plasma, and combined we bring in, I want to say we bring in like an extra $560 a month, if that's right. Normally a little bit more than that. That's assuming we hit all of our days. You have to donate at least twice a week. So you get $70 a week, $20 your first donation of the week, $50 your second. And then they normally run bonuses. Like right now you get an extra $10 on your second donation. You get an extra $10 on your sixth donation. And you get an extra $60 on your eighth donation. Now I will not be making to the eighth donation because I'll only given 7 donations this month. But anyway, on average we bring in about $570 a month plus bonuses. That's if we hit all of our donations. And I had problems today with my right arm. My right arm, like the vein is not as close to the surface. It's a deeper vein. My left arm is a dream. It's never an issue. Right arm, I can donate with most of the time. Sometimes they can't find it and they tell me no. Today they found it, but, excuse me. Today they found it, but it was kind of a struggle. And the machine kept like turning on and off. And so she had to come over and like, this is the gory part, she had to like wiggle the vein in my arm. I hate that. I've had it a couple of times. Normally they get it adjusted. And this time she thought she got it adjusted, let the machine go a little bit further. And then, I don't know, like 10 or so minutes later, the machine quit again. So she called in somebody else. The other lady was like messing around with it. And she didn't tell me she was going to do this. Normally when they put the needles are huge, okay? They're like, they look like they're this big. I might be exaggerating just because I'm squeamish with this stuff. Maybe they're close to, they're still pretty big needles, okay? They're big and they're thick. And she shoved it all the way up my arm. Normally you get like, they're huge needles, but normally you only get like the first little tip of it in, like maybe a fourth of it. It's not normally too much in. So you have like a big hunk of the needle just like laying on your arm and they tape it all down so it doesn't move. She shoved the whole thing in my arm down to like the base of the needle. And the feeling of that was enough to make me almost want to barf. Like, ugh. No. Yes. What Molly's doing back there. Thankfully when they took it all out, it wasn't like a big deal. It didn't feel any different. I thought for sure it was going to feel. And it's not so much that it hurt going in. It was just the sensation of something sliding through my vein was like, oh my god. I'm a big baby when it comes to needles, which is weird because I have piercings all over my face. I don't like seeing needles. I don't like seeing blood. Like, I look away. Even when I get piercings, like, I look away. I don't want to see the needle. I don't want to see any of it. I'm fine with the sticking process. It doesn't bother me when I get stuck. But, like, I don't want to see the needle. And I don't want to see my own blood. Other people's blood doesn't really bother me. My own blood, I'm like, nope, I'm done. So whenever they come over to like stick me and do my arm, I'm like looking off this direction. I'm like, yep, that's great. Do whatever you gotta do. I'm not looking. But the sensation of that thing getting shoved all the way up my arm. I hope that never happens again. What was that? I don't know if you guys could hear that, but it sounds like something's like rattling on my walls. Like maybe if there's a big vibration, you know, and something shakes. But I didn't feel anything. It was so weird. Right before I started doing this mukbang, I was in my son's room and I was putting him down for a nap, and I heard what I swear to goodness was a gunshot. It sounded like a rifle going off. And I looked outside, which is so dumb, right? Like, anytime any loud noises happen, anything creepy happens, I'm like, what's going on? I look outside, and it's like, that's like the dumbest thing you can do, right? Like, if there's a shoot-on going outside your house, like, the last thing you should do is go looking out the window or going out the front door. But that's like my first instinct. I'm like, what's going on? And so I look outside and I don't see anybody. So whatever that was, it was not on my street, at least not in front of my house. But it was kind of crazy. Like that's never a comforting feeling when you hear that. Just throw all that in the box. These little crunchy bits fell on top of my mac and cheese. So I don't know why here lately, but I've just been like having to make myself do YouTube. Like, I hate to say it like that, but I kind of feel burnt out on it. Like, I've been doing it for 4 years. This channel's new, I know, but it'll be 4 years in July that I've been doing YouTube, and I really do enjoy it. It's a great hobby. I do make a little extra pocket change or cash. I guess it's pocket cash. And I enjoy it, and I love the relationships I've made with you guys. I've made some really awesome friends. But here lately, like this past month, it's just been like forcing myself to film. I've just been like not feeling it. And then like once I start filming, I'm enjoying it. But like the thought of having to like set up my camera and my lights and like, I just haven't been feeling like doing it. On the other hand, I've been enjoying editing. I go back and forth. Because sometimes I'm like, let's film videos, and I'll film a ton of videos. It'll take me forever to edit because I just like don't want to edit anything. Anybody else out there who does YouTube, do you have these same problems? I'm sure you do, where you just like get burnt out and you're like not interested. I feel really bad because I have been really slacking on watching other people's YouTube videos. Normally I like really like to support other YouTubers, people I feel like are my friends. And here lately I'm just like not interested in watching it. I'm not interested in filming it. It's horrible. This mac and cheese is so good. Oh my gosh. I didn't realize your mac and cheese was this good. This mac and cheese it's like the I don't know if some of you might know what I'm talking about. There used to be this buffet. It's called Ryan's. And I don't know if they're nationwide or not. I know they at least had them in Kentucky because I'd been to one in Kentucky before. But they used to have several in my state and they like went bankrupt. I don't know if it's like a nationwide bankruptcy or just like local. But the one here hasn't been opened over 10 years, a long time. But they had like the best macaroni and cheese. And this is a lot like that. It was so good. Big fluffy noodles, creamy cheese, but it's like kind of like a denser cheese. It's kind of mac and cheese I could only dream about making at home. I don't even know how they make this. I wish I did, because I would make it all the time. Maybe it's good that I don't. I just like want to make this last forever. And it's gone. That quickly. I'm so sad. So by the time I got done donating, it was like pretty much 2 o'clock. My son normally goes out for a nap about 1, but I have dogs coming for a groom this evening. I don't know if I've ever mentioned that on this channel or not, but I'm a dog groomer. And I don't work in shops anymore, but I have some clients that come here. And so I've got, I guess I only have 1 dog coming this evening. It's my friend's dog. She has 2 dogs, but I did one of them on Friday evening. So I'm doing the other one tonight. And so I wanted to go ahead and get my donation in for plasma before we got home, because also like the play center at the plasma closes I think at like 2 or 3 or 3 or 4 or I don't know. They close kind of early-ish. So, we're like, they've been trying to get like a new person to be like permanent there in the play center. And since they don't have a permanent person, like the hours keep fluctuating. So like I never know for sure when they're going to close. For a while there, their opening schedule was all over the place. But that seems to be pretty set in place now and it's back to 10 o'clock. But, anyway, by the time I finished donating, I went to go pick up my son. I asked him if he was ready to go home and get a nap and go night-night. And because at first he was like walking to me all excited, oh, it's mommy. And then I asked if he wanted to go home and get a nap and go night-night. And he just like was like, ugh. And he started walking backwards away from me. It's like, I guess I said the wrong thing. I take it that's a no. But he was like rubbing his eyes and all sleepy by the time we got home. And I put him in his crib and he went right down. These green beans are really good. She sounds so vicious. She's back there playing with the cat. That cat is like triple her size. He could knock her over if he wanted to. He puts up with a lot from her. But then like when he's had enough, he puts her in her place. Molly! Quit! You're being so vicious. Okay, time for the Twinkie. Yum. Look at this guy. He is so... Why am I getting this so excited about a Twinkie? I don't know. Just, oh, so fluffy. It just cracks right open. Yum. So good. It's so crunchy on the outside. And the inside is light and fluffy and sweet. The filling gets all like creamy and like melty, like butter. I think part of why it's so good is because the inside is so sweet. And then the outside is more of like a salty batter. So you like you're sweet and salty. If I could talk. It's really good. This beats a regular Twinkie hands down. I don't know what I'm doing with my hand. I'm over here like doo-doo-doo. Well, that is it for me today. That was so yummy. Fingers crossed I don't get sick tonight. Pray for me. So I hope you guys did enjoy eating lunch with me. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below and become a member of the Lunch Bunch. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!